First tonight, 3 people are now facing charges following a dramatic raid of the Hells Angels clubhouse in Providence.
It's a story you first saw as breaking last night at 5. Tonight we're learning why state police swarmed the Messer Street building in the first place.
Target 12 investigator Tim White was in court for today's arraignments and joins us live from State Police headquarters in Scituate. Tim?
Mike and Shannon, this is apparently a case of a reverse drive-by shooting. State police accused the president of the Rhode Island chapter of the Hells Angels of firing a weapon at a passing car outside their headquarters. The driver and Lancia do know one another. Now, Lancia was arraigned just a short time ago at Providence District Court. He's charged with several felony counts, including assault with a deadly weapon and firing in a compact area. Police say the shooting happened yesterday shortly before 11 a.m. in broad daylight. Lancia was in handcuffs 3 hours later. At his arraignment, prosecutors say the state police have video of the shooting. Now, the incident led to a massive raid on the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club on Messer Street in Providence yesterday afternoon. State police say they seized multiple firearms and ammunition from the clubhouse. It's unclear if any of those weapons were used in the shooting.
The bullet struck the passenger side of the vehicle. No one was injured. It should be noted that there were children in the area at that time, and there is a school across the street from the location of this shooting.
State police say Lancia has been president of the Hells Angels here in Rhode Island for the last 2 years. 2 other people were charged in this case with obstruction and resisting arrest. Now, new at 6 o'clock, we asked the state police why they felt they needed to use such force to enter the Hells Angels clubhouse. Live in Scituate with the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.
Now at 6, the latest on a story the Target 12 investigators broke first. We're learning more about a dramatic raid on the Providence headquarters of the Hells Angels.
And the president of the local Hells Angels was in court just a short time ago. Police say Joseph Lancia shot at a car with an elementary school across the street. Target 12 investigator Tim White has been tracking this from the very beginning and joins us live. Tim?
Mike and Shannon, in court, we learned the state police say they have video of Joseph Lancia allegedly shooting at a car. As we previously reported, Lancia and the driver know each other, and this charge of violence was part of an ongoing fight. 28-year-old Joseph Lancia of Greenville, identified as the president of the Rhode Island chapter of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club, charged with 4 counts, including assault with a deadly weapon and firing in a compact area. Police say he shot at a car outside the clubhouse shortly before 11 Wednesday morning.
The bullet struck the passenger side of the vehicle. No one was injured. It should be noted that there were children in the area at that time, and there is a school across the street from the location of this shooting.
Lancia was arrested 3 hours after the alleged shooting. Then later in the day, a state police vehicle called a Bearcat rammed into the clubhouse late Thursday afternoon to serve a search warrant. The state police say they had to use such force because the building is known to be reinforced.
And we felt, due to the nature of the offense and the potential for additional violence or weapons, that was our response for a tactical entry.
Target 12 was on scene when a man and a woman were taken into custody. Amber Gill and Howard Pollitt were charged with obstruction and resisting arrest.
This is the state police. Come on with your hands up.
We clearly announced ourselves. They clearly did not respond to our announcements.
Now, Lancia was released on $100,000 surety bail, which means he'd have to come up with $10,000 in cash to get set free. In court, we saw a man with a Hells Angels t-shirt holding a massive wad of cash, presumably to bail out the president of the motorcycle club. Live in Scituate with the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.